Hello, Anza friends. I am back, and I'm here with an incredibly funny book called Unstinky, written by Andy Rash, and it is about a stink bug. This is Unstinky right here. Bud was a happy stink bug most of the time. But not when there was a stinking contest, because Bud always had to compete with the biggest stinkers ever. P.U. Bottoms, Lord Stinkington, and the Fumigator. And every time Bud tried to stink, something went wrong. Smokestack, dead fish, dog dew, flowers. Outhouse, Jim's sock, sour milk, pine tree. He always made good smells. Bug spray, rotten eggs, armpit, new car. Another big stinking failure. But Bud had an idea. Onions, manure, a skunk. Once Bud was sure he totally reeked, he announced his own stinking contest. But as all the stink bugs lined up, a big dewdrop fell. Splash! Garbage truck, Limburger cheese, burning wig, fresh baked bread. Fourth place again. Bud wandered off to mope and ran into Major Funk, a stink bug with a high rank. "What's wrong, Bud?" Major Funk yelled. "I can't stink, sir. I don't know how," said Bud. "Nonsense," said Major Funk. "Every stink bug can stink. Just do what I do. Stomp your feet, wave your arms, waggle your bottom." Gunpowder, candy cane. Major Funk sniffed the air. Well, keep working on it, Bud. You're sure to stink someday." Bud did keep working on it. All day he stomped and waved and waggled. He jumped and slid and twirled. But he kept smelling like a rose, a daisy, a gardenia, a violet, a poppy, a daffodil, and a petunia. He flopped and reached and twitched, but every smell that came out of him was flowers, flowers, flowers. A confused bee arrived. "Hi, I'm April. Sorry to interrupt your dancing. I thought I smelled flowers." "That flower smell is me," said Bud. "I'm trying to stink, but I'm no good at it." "Maybe stinking just isn't your thing," said April. "But you sure can dance. Will you come with me to a dance party at the hive?" "Do you think they'll even let me in? I'm a stink bug," said Bud. "Don't be silly. They'll be happy to see you," said April. The hive. The bees were not happy to see Bud, but the guards let him in because he was April's guest. And April was a VIB, a very important bee. Bud's entrance created a lot of buzz. "Who let a stink bug in here?" said one bee. "He'll stink up the whole hive," said another. "April, I'm going to leave. Nobody wants me here." "We'll show them, Bud, on the dance floor." Bud and April danced and danced and danced and danced. And then, bloom, to all of the bees. Smells good. Her Royal Majesty, the Queen Bee, had arrived. "Bud the stink bug, you have graced this hive with your dancing and aroma. You are always a welcome guest." "Hooray," said all of the bees. Bud went back and told his friends about dancing. They had never heard of it. They gave it a shot, but it clearly wasn't their thing. Volcano, cheese factory, dinosaur poo. Although the exercise improved their stinking quite a bit, they thanked Bud as he said goodbye. And Bud went back to do his thing. The end. Boys and girls, each one of us is created to do our own thing. So if you're created to be a stink bug, go out and be a stink bug. If you're created to be a flower, go out and be a flower. But most of all, go out and be a kind person. See you next week. Bye-bye.